Morning, let me take you back a few days. It was Saturday, actually. I was out with family. My parents were there, my wife was there, my brother was there. We were in a public house. Now, I don't drink alcohol. I haven't done since 1996. That was the date, the year of my first generalised seizure, full on shaking, horizontal breakdancing, as I refer to it, in my own sarcastic, humorous way at lightening the topic. I haven't drunk alcohol since then, because as soon as I learnt that alcohol could mix with my medication and make it essentially inactive, I decided alcohol was out the door. I never wanted another generalised seizure as long as I lived. Fortunately, touch wood, since I found the correct medication, I've never had another generalised seizure. However, I still have petit mal seizures, and as I've said, I was out on Saturday, sat around a table in a public house drinking Pepsi Cola. Other cola beverages are available. Not in my local pub, they're not, but you can buy them elsewhere. I was sat having a chat. I'd been almost 3 hours at that point, happily chatting away. My mother was opposite me on the other side of the table, looking at me, much like I'm looking at myself on a laptop screen now. She was chatting away, and then boom. I'll do that again for dramatic purposes. Boom. My whole outlook changed in a split second, because in that instant, every facial movement of my mother, every sound coming out of her mouth, every sound coming out of my mouth, every movement from my father sat next to her, every noise in the public house, in the entire establishment, I'd heard before. A déjà vu. But on a scale you've never experienced before. I was fully aware that everything had happened before, and suddenly my whole world crashed in around me. Nothing made sense. Nothing. Visually, nothing made sense. Sound made no sense. The only thing that made sense was intense dizziness mixed in with mild panic. Because that's what seizures do to you. You lose control and panic sets in, because you have no awareness of what's happening, and as I just said, you can't control any of it. All you can do is ride it out. Fortunately, we were just about to leave the drinking establishment, and my wife whispered in my ear as we left, "Are you okay?" Whether she sensed something was wrong, I don't know, but I just whispered back, "No seizure." My wife's fully aware of what happens to me when I have a seizure. She's seen many now. She casually explained to everyone who was there that we best get out because I'm not well. We made our way out to the car where my wife was driving my parents home, and then back to my house, a 10-minute drive at best. That drive was the longest drive of my life. My wife was driving the car, and I was drowning in an ocean of despair, riding the ripples and currents of panic. Because even though while it was going on I was pretty sure I wasn't going to have a generalised seizure, that thought's always there, that if my body starts twitching, I'm going to crap myself and lose the will to live, because I'm utterly convinced I'm going to die. 100% sure of it. When you lose control and your body twitches and spittle starts coming out your mouth as you have no control, I know, I'm going to die. That's it, the end. You might as well give up now, because as my heart's beating so fast I can hear it. That's it. The end. So during that drive, that's all I could think of. That and the fact that nothing around me made sense. We finally got home and I couldn't get out of the car. My wife went in to warn the children what had happened, and I couldn't move. 5 minutes later, I emerged from the car like some sort of newborn crawling out of the womb, and made my way into the house where I vanished. Tiredness takes over, the headache takes over, and I feel like crap. Another seizure. The worst one for years, if I'm honest. It felt like it had turned my hair orange. It was that bad. But fortunately, I got over it quite quickly. And the next day, in my wife's words, I made the swiftest recovery she'd ever seen. And I wasn't too bad at all. A little bit tired, but nothing out of the ordinary. I'm permanently bloody tired. But there you go. That's a seizure. Another one. Hopefully now, I won't have another one for some time, if ever. But I will. I know I will. And I hope to God, more than anything, I'm still here after it and my hair hasn't turned orange. Thanks, folks. That's all for now. Tra!